Welcome to Garage Gym Athlete Ask Me Anything. It's pretty simple. I'll be answering questions from the thousands of athletes that follow our daily programming. If you have a question or topic you want submitted, go to garagegymathlete.com/AMA. Let's get started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Garage Gym Athlete Podcast. Jerred Moon here with Joe Courtney. What's up, Joe?
Hey, it's a new day again. Not the same.
Not the same day. It's a new day. I'm glad that was stated. We need to make sure people know that. All right, we're doing an Ask Me Anything in regards to kind of the recovery game. We don't really call it the recovery game anymore, even though this is a more recent question. We call it the EO3 Elements. And we used to do a quick tangent on that. So it used to be the recovery game to where you did certain things, it takes points away from you. And then you do the recovery game to get some of those points back. And then we switch it to the EO3 Elements as just, hey, here are the 9 things you need to do or try to do every single day to be a better human and to see more results in your fitness and health program. The reason I took away the recovery game is because it was becoming just the way some people were asking me questions on email and all this other stuff was this, I'm allowed to do these things so long as I make up for it here. And so the recovery game started to backfire on me a little bit because we had things like, oh, if you drank alcohol, like it took you down like 2 or 3 points or whatever. And so people would be like, okay, drink alcohol, down 3 points, eat healthy, eat my fruits and vegetables, take the dog for a walk, do this, cool. I negated the alcohol. And that's just not true. That's not how life works. That's not how biology works. And so I changed it to the elements. I don't think I've ever explained that publicly, so that's why we switched it. Anyway, Todd asks, doing the recovery game, there's a question about other activity like walking a dog. Is there any research on human health and walking your dog? I'd like to show my wife / encourage us to walk the dogs daily. He said, thanks for the programming, done 2 cycles and feeling much better. Okay. So Todd, there are multiple studies. There's one from 2018 encouraging dog walking for health promotion and disease prevention, factors associated with daily walking of dogs and your health. Like, I didn't even dive into as far as I could have with the research. So yes, there is for sure research on walking your dog for health. Now, why is it in the recovery game? We are looking for just an extra set of an aerobic activity every single day that's 10 minutes beyond your normal training. That's what we're looking for because the only thing that we're looking for is blood flow. Looking to get the blood flow to help your body move good stuff to your muscles and take away the bad stuff, to put it in the simplest terms that we can. And so that's why we encourage things like walking the dog, because sometimes people are like, oh, you want me to do another workout on top of the training you already prescribed? Like, no, I'm not asking you to go do an additional bike ride or a second training session. But if you walked your dog today and then you also worked out, you wouldn't consider yourself having done 2 workouts. So I like to put it in perspective for people. But yeah, walking is the good part of that though. Like that's, I can't get into like the mental side. I didn't see that in the research as much, but I'm sure that there is. Like, dogs make you happy. Like, Joe, you're a dog guy, right? Like, dogs make you happy, and I think that they can make your life better if you enjoy having an animal and stuff. So there's a mental side, but what's good about walking your dog is the walking, and that will never be bad. So what else do you have on this, Joe?
I can't be a cat. Cats are just jerks.
Nope, cats don't walk. I've never seen that happen before.
I've seen people walk cats on a leash several times.
I've never seen it. I mean, growing up, my parents owned a few cats, and all they did was attack me. I never had a good experience with a cat. So I'll never own a cat. My wife's allergic to cats, and I don't want a cat. So it's
detrimental to the health. But yes, walking is great for just moving around and stuff. Just an excuse to get out, but you don't necessarily need to have it be a dog. It's just an easy companion on your walk.
But to his question, he's like, hopefully, well, don't let your wife listen to this unless she is, but you 100% have some ammunition, man, on encouraging your wife to walk. there are all these studies on it. And then if you were to be like, okay, well, can I zoom out from dog walking studies to walking studies? And now we're talking about thousands upon thousands of studies about walking and your health. It is absolutely beneficial. And then you could get into studies about being outside, because you're not going to walk your dog on a treadmill. It doesn't happen. Nobody does that. So now we have being outside. We have vitamin D. If you're walking your dog in nature, there's even better. There's actual research on like forest bathing and all this jazz. You could walk barefoot in the forest and do a little bit of earthing. They have walking. You have the mental side of a dog making you happier. Like, I can't see a single negative to walking a dog. There's like 500 positives. Like I said, sunshine, fresh air, all these things for walking a dog. It might just suck in the wintertime.
Yeah,
that's the only
recovery overdose if you just want to do all that,
Yeah, it might be like one of the, I talk about keystone habits a lot of time. Like, what's the one big thing I can do that's going to ripple down to all these other things? Walking the dog might be it. Because if you could walk your dog, and you can knock off a lot of other things on the checklist for that day. And walking your dog in the cold is also like a good mental toughness practice. So there's no con anywhere.
Yeah. I remember when we interviewed the Starettes a while back, they were big promoters and encouragers of walking, and they convinced like their whole neighborhood, their whole street, to just walk their kids to school. And like, they own a gym, they do all kinds of fitness stuff, but they were just getting people to walk to school. And like, they saw a lot of improvement, and people even losing weight just because they started walking their kids to school. And that was it.
Yeah. And I try to take walks in the morning. It's not even super routine. Just in the morning, it's somewhere during my work hours, I try to just go on like a 10-minute walk real fast. And it helps, it helps break things up. It helps you get focused again, because my dog doesn't walk. I have a dog. I can't walk my dog. We tried walking my dog a mile like a few months ago, and he just gave up and laid down. We had to carry him the rest of the way.
To be fair, a mile to you is like 17 miles for your dog size.
Yeah. So I have a tiny, like 4-pound dog, if anyone's wondering. So that's why. My dog does not need walking from my front door to my back door is enough exercise for this thing. But anyway, that's a tangent. Todd, yes, you and your wife should walk dogs every day. That's it to that one. If you guys have a question, go to garagegymathlete.com/AMA. We will answer your question, just like we answered Todd's. If you're enjoying the videos on YouTube, go ahead and leave us a comment and a thumbs up. Let us know how we're doing. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss these in the future. And if you're listening on your podcast player, please, 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 please leave us a 5-star review, positive comment. Really helps the show out. We would love it. Either way, guys, thank you so much for listening or watching. I hope you enjoyed today's Ask Me Anything episode. So one more time, if you want to submit a question, topic, or idea, you can do so at garagegymathlete.com/AMA. And hey, while you're there, if you haven't already, sign up for Garage Gym Athlete membership. We are the best community and programming on the internet. I dare you to try and prove me wrong.